You know, this question I'm about to ask you, it may not apply to you. But for those of y'all that out there that know my pain, go ahead and ask it. Do you remember the first time you found out you were lactose intolerant? What's going on, YouTube fans? This is Verde L. Coleman III bringing you yet another episode of the Road to the Doctorate. And I kind of want to make this one a little, I guess you can say, kind of personal. As a teacher, you deal with a lot of things that are way beyond the norm, or they're way out of they're out of what's called conventional. I mean, your life as a teacher, it's unconventional anyway. But when you really are like me, or like some of my other friends, conventional is a foreign word. Even unconventional seems to be a foreign language to most people, to us. So I I was talking to one of my young mentees, man. He's basically coming up in the world, and he wants to do something with his life, and I was hoping he chose education, but he basically chose another route, which I'm fine with that. I mean, I just want him to succeed at by any means necessary. But the other day, he came and talked to me, and he told me about his experience with lactose intolerance. And it got me thinking. I was like, I remember when I first found out I was lactose intolerant, and having a conversation with a female friend of mine. Said she likes Starbucks and stuff. I told her, I said, yeah, Starbucks is not my friend. So to kind of break it down, we're gonna do a little time traveling. So this had been probably maybe 7 or 8 years ago, give or take. Whenever UWA had got something called Java City, that was when that year happened. So those of you that follow me, that went to UWA with me, you automatically know where this is. So I'm working in the library, and this was like during the summer. This was like during the summertime. So I had one of my closest homeboys as a roommate to this day. He's one of my ace boom coons, and he was present for some of this. I'm in the library working. It's a late night, very late night, and Java City was still open, and I go in, I get me a little thing called a Java Lanche, and this thing is basically like an Oreo Delight times 10. I drink it, and I had me a little ham and cheese croissant thingy that you put in the microwave. Except, we black, so we tend to turn the knob a little too far and, get a little smoky. But I ate it, and I drank the Java Lanche, and man, it was so delicious. I loved it. It's midnight now. I get off work, I go to my room, and immediately I start feeling everybody know what that feeling is. You didn't have to be lactose intolerant to know what that is, but you You hear it, it's like, and it's like, man, you gotta be kidding me. So finally, I broke down. I was like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom. I open the door, go in. I tell my roommate, I said, yo, it is about to be a long while. I think something in my stomach just ain't agreeing with me. And, he started laughing because he knew something I didn't. And so I'm in there and it's painful. The process was painful. I'm over here praying. I'm praying harder than I ever prayed before. Like, I'm praying harder than I did when I thought I was gonna die. So I'm making these awkward poses. I'm turning on music to try to distract myself from it. And it seemed like it was a random isolated incident. I had no other experiences with it. But then Starbucks bought out Java City, and in the library it got turned into Starbucks. So this was around like 2014. So I go in and I get a I don't even remember what I got. I just know that I got something from there, and it tasted delicious. All I know was that it was similar to the Java Lunch that I used to get all the time. And then next thing you know, I'm drinking it. It's good. It's good. Hey. Ooh, it's good. I like to throw a little, humor in when I eat and drink stuff because everybody knows I'm a fatty. I instantly regretted it. Instantly. Because I was supposed to be meeting some people there to study for a particular test that we were going to be doing in about like an hour. And I let the people know that I was there and I was getting something from Starbucks. But the problem was, everybody was in the library looking for me. They was like, bro, where you at? Where you at? And I couldn't just tell them, oh, the Starbucks that I had would send me to the bathroom to do a number deuce. I couldn't tell them that back then. I was embarrassed. I'm sitting over here like, man, if I tell these people what I'm doing, man, they gonna laugh at me like I'm stupid, man. So I told them, I said, I had to go get something real quick and I'll be right back. That afforded me about 10 minutes, maybe. So I finally did come out. And when I came out, one of the people that I was supposed to be studying with, they caught me at the scene. I was like, bro, you been in there the whole time? I was like, yeah, but don't tell nobody, bro, man. I had to go because Starbucks sent me to the bathroom. He was like, bro, oh, man, how many times has this happened to you? And I told him, I was like, I know this didn't happen once before. And I know it happens like every time I had like milk and stuff. And so he was like, bro, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. You just got lactose intolerance. I'm like, what? And I ain't gonna lie, I said some controversial stuff. I said, I only thought lactose intolerance happened to certain types of people, not us. And he was like, nah, man, it happens more to black people. What? Oh. So I went back to my study group and they was like, oh, you got what you needed? I was like, yeah, man, I found it. It was cool. And like the whole time, the guy that saw me, he was laughing the whole time because he knew it was an inside joke. And to this day, I still suffer with lactose intolerance. Now, how have I dealt with that as a teacher? I would have to make a separate video to tell you about all this. But one thing is for certain. If you know you are lactose intolerant, do not eat or drink any dairy products while you are out in the field or while you are on a long trip because it will tear you apart. It will literally drive you crazy. And I'm taking from somebody who's done suffered through it. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. Please. If you're gonna eat and drink dairy products and you know you're lactose intolerant, stay at home. Like, this is the perfect time right now with COVID-19 still on rampant. You can get you all the milkshakes you want, all the ice cream you want. Speaking of ice cream, I think I got some cookies and cream in the freezer. I want some of that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the price for it later, but I love how it tastes whenever I eat it on a nice warm day like it is today. So, this has been a Silverton production. I love you guys. Subscribe, share with your friends, spread the love, check out all my content, and check out some of my gaming content. I set up a playlist, and it's just random games that I've seen, random games that I've played on my PlayStation 4, and I'm looking to upload some phone games too. So, with that being said, be blessed and have a good day.